So it's really going to depend on the state, first and foremost. If your state is a daily hourly rate, then you want to consider the shifts that you're putting those employees on. It's kind of easy to stay away. It's easier to stay away from overtime with office staff because you kind of have like a standard, 8 to 5. But when you have those restaurant employees that may want to work a few shifts here and a few shifts there, you want to make sure that they're not going over that 8-hour time period in a day. And for weekly rates, so some states offer weekly overtime, which is easier to work with, but in California specifically, it's a daily rate. So I think if you're trying not to pay out overtime, you want to make sure you keep those shifts under 6 hours. And then at the end of maybe halfway through the week, Wednesday, Thursday, depending on when your work week starts, you want to, for a standard, Monday to Sunday schedule, you kind of want to look at those hours on a Wednesday. If you don't want to have overtime, you want to see employees that are close to that threshold and maybe not schedule them for the next day or two. And then another thing you want to look at is a lot of people don't know that overtime is also going to depend on the schedule of the week. So not only if they work 6 hours in a day or 40 hours or over 8 hours in a day or 40 hours in a week, if they work 7 consecutive days, that all of that time on that 7th day is considered overtime because there's no break for them. So not only making sure you're looking at the daily rates and the state laws, the weekly rates, but also how that schedule is going to affect those overtime employees, because you could schedule them Monday through Friday and think, oh, the week's over. But if your pay cycle is Monday to Sunday, you still have to consider any hours they work on those next 2 days could be potentially all overtime and double time.